Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel Taj Educate Edge. Myself Asmin Taj. As you all know that health is more than just the absence of a disease. True health means living a life that is balanced in our body, mind, emotions and relationships. In today's fast-paced world, we often focus only on the physical health, but mental, emotional, and social well being are just as important as physical health as well. Together, these form the four pillars of a health and meaningful life. In this video, we will explore each of these areas, understand their importance, and learn simple ways to improve them in our daily lives. Let's begin this journey towards complete wellness step by step, one pillar at a time. Why health is more than just physical? When we hear the word health, most people think only of the physical body, right? Being fit, eating right, and avoiding illness. But true health is much more than just the absence of disease, especially the physical disease. Real wellness comes from a balance of four key areas such as physical, mental, emotional, and social balance. Physical is all about how your body feels and functions. Mental is like how you think, focus, and handle the challenges of your day to day life. Emotional is how you understand and manage your feelings, that is anger, sadness, happiness kind of feelings. Social is how you connect and maintain the relationship with others, with the family members, with the people around you, with the society, with your colleagues, friends, relatives, how you connect and maintain the relationships. These four areas are deeply interconnected. For example, when our body is tired, that is physical, right? Our mind may feel foggy, stressed, okay, that is mental. Then we become irritable, that is emotional. When we feel irritated, that is emotional. And we may avoid social interactions with the people around us, that is normal. We all feel and we all go through such kind of situations in our daily routine day to day life, right? If we don't feel such all things, then we are not human beings, we become machines. So it's normal that we feel all these things, we experience all these things, that is normal. On the other hand, when all four are in balance, we experience a better quality of life, higher productivity, and peace of mind, and emotional stability as well. So, remember, health is not just about our body, it's about our whole self, whole me, whole you, like that. It's whole self. Taking care of all the four areas helps us live a healthier, happier, and more meaningful life. Next, understanding the physical well being first. So, what is physical well being? The state of your body and its systems, right? Physical well being is all about the state of your body and how well it functions. It includes the health of your organs, that is your brain, eyes, nose, heart, kidneys, etc., like that, organs, muscles, bones, and overall body systems like digestion, breathing, and circulation, right? A person with good physical well-being usually has proper fitness, that is the ability to move, stretch, and perform daily tasks easily, good strength and stamina, strong immunity to fight off illness. Immunity is an ability to fight off the illness, and steady energy levels throughout the day, right? So remember, a healthy body is the foundation for a healthy mind and life. Taking small steps every day can lead to a big improvements in our physical well-being. It's not about having a perfect body, it's about feeling strong, active, and free from pain or discomfort. When our body is well taken care of, it supports our mental clarity, emotional stability, and social confidence too. So, as we got to know now, physical well-being is truly the foundation of a healthy life. So next, key facts. Key facts on the physical well-being. So according to the World Health Organization, at least, especially the adults aged 18 to 64 should do at least 150 to 300 minutes of moderate to intensity aerobic activity per week. This is proven by World Health Organization. This is essential for adults to stay healthy. Lack of exercise is one of the top 4 risk factors for global deaths, right up there with smoking and poor diet. Regular physical activity reduces the risk of heart diseases, type 2 diabetes, stroke, and even some type of cancers also. People who are physically active have better sleep, more energy, and sharper connection throughout the day. Poor sleep, that is less than 6 hours per night, increase the risk of obesity, diabetes, and depression. So it's important, especially for the teenager, it's important to have a sufficient sleep. The teenagers are getting addicted to this technology, mobile phones, and the social media in such a way that they are concentrating more on their social media and other influences, that they are not able to concentrate on the sleep patterns, which is going to affect their health in the future. So balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and proteins helps maintain strong muscles, bones, and immune function. Even a kind of 10 to 15 minutes of daily movement per day, like walking, stretching, or yoga, can make a big difference over a time. So physical well-being is not just about gym workouts or body shapes. It's about keeping our body strong, active, and disease free for a long run. Then, how to improve our physical well being? Improving physical well being doesn't require big changes, just consistent small steps can lead to big results. Here are some simple and effective ways to take care of our body, that is, moving the body daily, like daily movement exercises, at least 30 minutes of activity like walking, dancing, yoga, or even cleaning, household chores. Movement keeps our heart healthy and joints flexible. Bones and muscles become flexible. Next, nutritious food. Having a balanced meal, including a variety of fruits like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, proteins, and water in our diet. Cutting down the junk foods, sugars, and excess oils. Usually, we find youngsters are more addicted to junk foods. Okay. that is like pizza, burger, sandwiches, or any kind of food which is unhealthy for them, which they are not realizing. Next, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Yes, it's actually the people who have an ability to sleep for more than 10 hours per day are most luckiest people. In a teen age, youngsters will be having a capability to sleep for 12 hours per day also. If you don't disturb them, they can sleep for 12 hours, 14 hours also. Actually, that's good. That because instead of concentrating on something like social media, mobile phone, or something else, if someone is having a nice sleep, sufficient sleep, because as we grow, get old, our sleep pattern reduces. I mean, sleep timing reduces. So, adults needs approximately 7 to 9 hours of quality of sleep each night. That kind of sleep prepares our body and boosts the immunity system. And avoiding the alcohol and staying hydrated is most important. Drinking of water, like 6 to 8 glasses of water, or I don't, instead of saying 6 to 8 glasses, I could say that as per your body's requirement. Some few bodies require more of water, few bodies may not require more of water. So as per the requirement of a particular body, we have to consume, I mean, we have to stay hydrated. Dehydration causes tiredness, headaches, and poor concentration. So if you want your brain to function well, it's important that you keep yourself hydrated, means keep drinking water regularly, frequently. Avoid harmful habits like alcohol, smoking, or long screen hours, and all these things, like it weakens our physical and mental health over the time. So we have to listen to our body, take breaks when tired, stretch regularly, and go for checkups, routine health checkups if something feels wrong. Remember, physical well-being is not about being perfect. It's about being active, healthy, and energetic in our everyday life. Next, mental well-being. So what is mental well-being? Mental well-being is about the health of our mind, how we think, feel, handle the life challenges. It includes our ability to concentrate and stay focused, make decisions calmly, handle stress and pressure, maintain a positive outlook on life. A person with a good mental well-being can manage both success and failures in life. It's important that we manage that. See, when failure arises, if we get into a depression, and when success arises, we feel so happy, excited in our life. That is not actually the balancing of our mental well-being. So we have to accept both success and failure. That is how we manage our mental well-being, maintaining healthy thoughts and bounce back from difficulties. See, concentrating on a solution rather than focusing on a problem can be a bounce back from the difficulties of life. It doesn't mean that we are not this sorry it it's like, it doesn't mean that we always have to stay happy, like all the time keeping ourselves happy. It's not possible, right? We are human beings, and ups and downs in our life is normal. So we have to strengthen ourselves to cope up with the problems. Whenever we are in any difficulties, we can seek help, and in life we have to keep going. Mental well-being is like closely linked to our physical and emotional health as well. When our mind is healthy, our body feels more energetic and our relationships also improves. So taking care of our mental well-being is not an option, it's essential for a peaceful and productive life. So key facts about the mental well-being. The mental well-being is like a growing global concern, and understanding the facts help us to take it seriously. According to World Health Organization here, in 1 in 8 people globally lives with a mental health condition. See, we always feel that the people around us, or I myself, is normal. We all human beings thinks that we are normal, but in reality, in general, 1 out of 8 people globally live with a mental health condition. In India, the National Mental Health Survey 2015-16 found that nearly 1 in 7 Indians, this is 2015-16, now we are in 2025, almost it's been 10 years, and we don't know what is the changes has happened. That time it was 1 out of 7 Indians faces, it was revealed that 1 out of 7 Indians faces mental health issues. Now it might have been like 1 out of 5 Indians or 1 out of 4 Indians is facing the mental health issues because of, especially because of this influences of social media, technology, internet, what like internet of things. Everything has become easier to access, and especially the youngsters are getting into a mental health issue. The most common conditions are like stress, anxiety, and depression. And the good news is these are treatable. These are common and treatable, manageable with the proper awareness, care, and support. Regular mindfulness or meditation for just 10 minutes a day has been shown to significantly reduce stress and improves focus, which is supported by the research from Harvard Health. Studies prove that people with good mental health are more productive in their personal and professional life, more creative in thinking and problem solving, and have stronger immune and fall sick less often. Mental health and physical health are deeply connected. Poor mental health can lead to problems like insomnia. Insomnia is like when you are not getting a sleep immediately after you are on a bed. It takes a long time, like you are on a bed, you want to sleep, but actually you are not getting a sleep. You are not getting a sufficient deep sleeps. That is insomnia. And high BP and fatigue kinds of issues. Ignoring mental health can increase the risk of substance abuse, chronic illness, social isolation, and even suicide cases also. So, mental well-being is not a luxury, it's a daily need for a happy, peaceful, and fulfilling life. Next, how to improve our mental well-being. Tips for mental well-being: practice, express, stay, engage, sleep, limit, see. So practice mindfulness or meditation. Spend just 5 to 10 minutes daily focusing on your breathe or staying present. It reduces stress and improves the mental clarity. That's why we have in India, like whichever the religion you belong to, you can do yoga. If you belong to Islamic religion, you can do namaz. You pray to God daily. then you are spending that 5 to 10 minutes daily. That is a kind of practicing mindfulness or meditation and expressing yourself. See, it's important that don't keep the things up to you, don't suppress that. Write down your thoughts, talk to someone you trust. Nowadays trusting someone is the biggest mistake we do. That is a kind of thing which we are experiencing around us. But writing down the thoughts can be the better options, or joining a support group. Sharing lightens the emotional load of a human being, right? So it's important that you stay connected, maintain a healthy relationship with the people around you. A simple chat with a friend or a family member can boost your mind and mood. Okay, you may start feeling happy after speaking with someone you may like, love, or you feel connected with, right? Spend time with such kind of people who are honest with you, who can listen to you. When they listen to you, they don't go and share it with somebody else whom you actually trust. Express your emotions with such kind of people. Engage your mind, always engage your mind. Read something. Keep your like reading books, reading stories, or reading something, preparing for some competitive examinations, or preparing for something. Okay, preparing for challenging task in your life which keeps you engaged. Solve puzzles, try new kind of hobbies, or learn something new. Keep your brain active and curious to learn something, then you will be engaged. And have a nice sleep. That is, sleep well. Have a nice sleep doesn't mean now switch off the YouTube and go and sleep. No, not like that. Lack of sleep directly impacts our mood, memory, and concentration. So we have to prioritize like sleeping 7 to 8 hours a day daily. Next, limit negativity. Avoid toxic news. We are surrounded with the people who are lot of negativity and rumors in our daily life. Someone comes, and the person who comes and complains about the other people, you just need to avoid such kind of people in our life. Someone who is always complaining about other people. See, it's normal that we are human beings. If we don't like someone, we complain about that person. That is normal. If I complain about one person or a two person, that is normal. If I complain about everybody around me, that means that I am negative. I am feel my body is, my mind is fully toxic. So it's important though that you avoid toxic kind of people. You avoid toxic news, thoughts, negative, and also avoid negative self talk. Like, don't have inferiority about yourself. Avoid that. Negative self talk, saying that I cannot do it, is a negative self talk. I don't know to do this is a self talk. And especially this video is for Gen Z, who always give an excuse saying that no, I can't do it because I don't know this. That is a kind of negativity. You have to limit that negativity, and you have to come out. You have to find a way to learn something, and find a way to complete the work. And avoid overusing your social media as well. Protect your peace. See, there are two things most important in our life. One is happiness, another one is peace. If you ask me, one condition, one situation, one environment gives me happiness, another situation, condition, and environment gives me a peacefulness. If I have to select between these two, I would definitely select something which gives me a peace rather than something which gives me a happiness. Because if I get into a place where I find a happiness and my peace is ruined, there is no use of having that happiness. Okay, if I'm in a place where my peace is protected, there I automatically start creating happiness. So that is why finding peace is most important. surrounding the people who creates peace and happiness is most important. And another most important thing is we have to seek help when we need it. Mental health professionals usually can guide and support us. Reaching out is a sign of strength, not a weakness. Just like we exercise to keep the body fit, we must also care for the mind with daily kindness and care. So these are the tips for mental well-being. Next, emotional well-being. What is this emotional well-being is? Might be till now physical and mental well-being you might have heard. This is like emotional and social well-beings are two new words for few of you, and something how it is different from this mental and other. See, emotional well-being means being aware of or understanding and managing our feelings in a healthy way. Our feelings, it's about how we recognize our emotions. Our emotions like happiness, sadness, anger, fear, or excitement, and how we respond to them. For example, let me give you an example. We all human beings have one kind of habit that if someone is our subordinate, someone is younger to us, or someone is lower in a position than us, it is easier for us to show our anger on them. Correct? For example, a mother can easily show anger on a child, on or someone. Okay, but if someone is in a higher authority than us, if we observe our emotions, we will understand here. If someone is in a higher authority than us, if we get anger on that person, we suppress that emotion. We don't show that anger on that particular person. We will not scold that person. We will not insult that person. We will just suppress that emotion. We just avoid it. We just make a kind of mindset that, oh, this person is having a power, this person is elder than me, this person is sitting in a higher designation than me, so I should not open my mouth in front of this person. That's why we obviously simply avoid showing our anger on that person. My question here is, when we have an ability to suppress our anger in front of a person who is elder than us or he is in a higher position than us, why can't we suppress our anger in front of someone who is younger than us or who is in a lower position than us? This is why it's important for us to understand our emotions, that is our happiness, sadness, anger, fear, or excitement, and how we respond to them. If someone is showing a kind of affection, and how we are responding to that affection. If someone is showing anger, how we are responding to it. If I am getting anger, how I behave in that situation. These all things we have to observe within ourselves. That is what we call it as managing your feelings and reactions. When our emotional well-being is strong, okay, we express our feelings honestly without fear or shame. We handle the difficult emotions like stress, disappointments, or frustrations, everything calmly, and we bounce back from setbacks or tough times with resilience. We build positive relationships by showing empathy and kindness to ourselves and others. We have to understand, if I am in that situation, how would I behave? That kind of emotional empathy we have to bring. Next, emotional well-being is not about avoiding the negative emotions here. It's about accepting them as natural and learning how to cope in ways that don't harm ourselves or the people around us. People with good emotional health can make better decisions because we understand our feelings, will be capable of developing understanding ourselves. See, whether it is physical, mental, emotional, or social well-being, it's important that we understand ourselves. What is my strength, what is my weaknesses, all these things, physically, mentally, emotionally, and socially, we have to understand. If we understand our emotions also, we can make better decisions, we can communicate clearly and build the stronger connections with others. We experience more peace and satisfaction in our life. Actually, this emotional well-being affects everything, that can be our physical health, mental state, even our social life also. When we take care of our emotions, no, we also protecting our overall happiness and quality of life. So emotional well-being is a key part of health that helps us live fully, love deeply, and face the life's ups and downs with confidence and grace. Next, key facts about the emotional well-being. Emotional well-being is linked to better physical health. People with positive emotions tend to have lower BP, stronger immune system, and longer lifespan, as per American Psychological Association. According to World Health Organization, emotional well-being is a critical part of overall mental health, affecting how people cope with stress, relate to others, and make choices in their life. Is how emotional well-being is connected with the mental health. So research also shows that poor emotional health is a major risk factor for chronic diseases like heart diseases, diabetes, obesity, etc., as per the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. Studies suggest that people with strong emotional well-being are more likely to have a better work performance, greater resilience, and strong relationship, as per the Harvard Business Review. Emotional regulation skills like managing anger or sadness can be taught and improved, leading to a better mental health and reduced risk of anxiety and depression, as per the National Institute of Mental Health. Here I want to highlight one more point, that it's important that when we are upbringing the children in our families, we teach them to concentrate on their physical, mental, emotional, and social health. This video, where if you are watching, this might help you or to the family members, and especially when we are upbringing the children of the ages from 5 years onwards. It's important that we inculcate the skills of managing these well-beings. We cannot upbring them by making them being so sensitive towards the people, towards the society. They must experience all the ups and downs. They must experience the challenges in their life. We should let them experience all these things and let them learn from those experiences and how to handle all these situations. Then only they become emotionally, mentally strong. If we keep supporting them in each and every aspects and we say, oh so sorry, if we keep giving an excuses that the person needs a support, no, support is needed if a person is feeling anxious, or actually the person is needed and emotional or mental support, that kind of situation we can give a support. But it's important when they are handling any situations in their life, sometimes it's important to make them face the challenges. It's important for them to experience those ups and downs, then only they become strong. If you take a family where a daughter is pampered and a son is given a chances to go outside, he is given very liberty to go outside, experience the things, challenges and everything, but a daughter is pampered very well, and that kind of children, they become very sensitive and they always need someone to support them. They cannot go outside alone without the help or support of somebody. Usually we might observe this kind of situations when a student in the classroom wants to go out for using a washroom, but she needs another student and her friend or somebody. That kind of mindset is grown because of the upbringing of that child from the childhood itself. And we feel that it is, might be it is because a kind of security a father, a brother wants to give it to that female child, to protect from kind of social negativity, cases of rapes or something like that. So because of that, somewhere a child is getting suppressed and she won't be able to go outside alone. She, when it comes to facing the real challenges of life, that time she starts feeling that everything is new and facing those challenges will become very hard for her. So it's important that we upbring the children from the beginning itself in a way that they should be able to face the challenges and recover the traumas, maintain the hope during the difficult times. All these things can happen with the emotional well-being. According to a global survey by Gallup organization, countries with higher emotional well-being report the greater life satisfaction and happiness among the citizens. Actually, emotional well-being includes self-awareness, self-acceptance, and the ability to express the feelings, all important for healthy and personal life. For our social well-being also, emotional well-being is a support. Another one example I want to give, when we are upbringing our children, it's important we should not discriminate the child based on the physical characteristics, like a child is dark or something like that. Insisting a child to wear a makeup, if it is a female child, especially if the child is dark, insisting a child to wear a makeup to look beautiful, kind of mentality that as a parent you should not do that. We should not do that. See, every color is a blessing, every body is a blessing. Somebody might be tall, somebody might be short, but actually they are good looking based on their appearances, what God has gifted. Actually they are. But as a parents, as a family members, when we start insisting them, you are tall or you are short, you are fat, you are not good looking, you were good looking 10 years ago, but nowadays you have become fat and you are not good looking, kind of mentality from the people who are very very nearer to the heart or the emotion of the child. Like as a mother, as a father, as a brother or a sister, when we comment on that particular child, we are emotionally broken. So it's important that As a family members, we protect the emotional well-being of our family members and our friends too, and the people around us, our colleagues too. Next, how to stay emotionally balanced. Staying emotionally balanced means keeping our feelings steady and healthy even when life gets tough. So here there are few ways to help us achieve some emotional balance, like recognizing our emotions first. We have to take a moment to notice how actually we feel about some judgments. uh, we have to name our emotions, and we that will help us understand and manage those emotions better. Practice self compassion. Since we cannot expect somebody else to come and tell us that you are looking beautiful. Actually, in my own way I may be beautiful, in your own way you are beautiful. So why should we wait for somebody else to say that you are looking beautiful, right? See, first we have to become kind for ourselves, especially when things are going wrong. And we have to remember it's okay to feel upset sometimes, it's okay to feel anger sometimes, and we have to be a best friend for ourselves. I am the best friend for myself. Like that, we have to have a kind of self compassion. Next, developing a healthy outlets. What we have to find some positive ways to express our emotions. That can be talking to a friend, writing something on a paper, painting or exercising, listening to the music, watching some comedy movies, and keeping ourselves engaged in something which will not trigger our emotions. So next, set boundaries. We have to set some boundaries in our life. If I want to protect my own emotions, it's important to say no when needed and avoid toxic situations or the people. See, it's most important that you express your emotion and tell someone. If you don't like, open up and tell that person, I don't like this, I don't want this, I cannot do this. No, no, no. If you are not liking it, or if you are not interested in this, and saying one time no is better than getting emotionally attacked again and again and again. Getting out of that boundary is better than, or about getting out of that situation is better, and creating boundary is better if you are not comfortable in that. Stay connected, build and maintain a supportive relationship. Share your feelings with trusted people. Again, I am telling you, share your feelings and emotions only with trusted people. Strengthen your emotional resilience. Practice mindfulness. Stay present through meditation, deep breathing, or simple grounding exercise to calm your mind and emotions. And seek help when needed. See, if you feel your emotions are overwhelmed, don't hesitate to talk to a mental health professional. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness. So one thing we have to remember, that if we are going and approaching a mental health promotional, a counselor or someone, it doesn't mean that I am mentally ill or I need a Nimans to go and join. No, not like that. Not such kind of mentally ill person I am. Okay. So here, speaking with someone, counselor can be a better person, because you know what, when you share your thoughts and emotions with that person, obviously being he will charge fees from you. Being a professional, it's his duty not to share it with anybody else. Instead of sharing with the people who are around you, the snakes, who can bite you anytime, who can use your emotions, misuse your emotions to trigger you, to bring you down, to pull your leg. Better to go and speak it with a counselor. That person can help you come out of your emotional or mental issues if you have any kind of problems which you are facing. Remember that emotional balance is a skill. The more you practice, the stronger and calmer you become. You have to treat your emotions with care, just like your body and mind. So next is social well-being, social health. What is this social well-being? This might be again a new word for you, for few of you. Social well-being is all about the quality of our relationship and how we connect with the others. It means like having a sense of belongingness, feeling supported by the people around us, and being able to build positive, healthy relationship with the family, friends, co-workers, and the community. When our social well-being is strong, we feel accepted and valued by those around us. We enjoy the meaningful interactions that boost our happiness and confidence. We can communicate openly and resolve conflicts in a healthy way. We can have a support system to turn to in times of need. Good social well-being helps reduce feeling of loneliness and isolation, which are linked to many physical and mental health problems. Social connections usually improve our mood, lowers the stress, and even strengthen our immune system. In today's busy world, maintaining a social well-being means balancing time spent online and offline, right? Nurturing real life bonds and contributing positively to our community is most important. So, social well being is a vital part of living a happy, healthy, and balanced life. Next, key facts about social well being. Study shows that strong social connections are linked to a 50% increased chances of survival comparable to quitting smoking or regular exercise as per Harvard Health Publishing. According to World Health Organization, social support improves recovery and lowers risk of chronic diseases and boosts the mental health. Loneliness and social isolations are associated with higher risk of depression, anxiety, heart disease, and premature death. So here loneliness, it doesn't mean that you are alone. Alone, being alone is different and loneliness is different. Some people like to be alone and they don't want to interact with the people. That is a kind of, they feel happy staying alone. They feel stressed if somebody is around. That is fine. That is fine. That is what they have grown up. They have learned that. But loneliness is when you start feeling being alone even if you are with the people around you. Okay, if you are surrounded by the people but still you are feeling like you are not interacting with anyone, nobody is supporting you, nobody is having a conversation with you, you are not feeling a kind of compassion with the people around you, that is what we call it as a loneliness. So, or being socially isolated means you avoiding the people is called what we call it as socially isolated. So see, if so most of the time, especially when we are grown as a single child, children at a home, single child, okay, that time if we are like introverts, or ambiverts, we kind of emotions we build, kind of mentality we build, that we don't like to mingle with the people more. Okay, that is okay, that is normal. It is not like we cannot make someone forcefully go and speak with someone, right? Few people are like, they manage both. They manage to stay alone at home aram se, and when they are with the people around, they spend time, they enjoy the time. That is what we call it as ambivert kind of mentality. There a few people are socializing in a professional environment, but in a personal environment they don't socialize with the people around. So like this, we have a kind of mentality like introverts, actually I think, if you have studied about this introverts, ambiverts, extroverts, we have to build that kind of behavior where we become ambiverts. When we are capable of managing our emotions, our um, socializing skills, when we have to socialize, when we don't, with whom we have to socialize, with whom we should not. Being an ambivert or being an being a introvert or being an extrovert, both can be challenging in the life, but being an ambivert can much more flexible and fulfilling in this kind of social well-being. So research by, I think I left some point here when I was discussing loneliness. Okay, so loneliness and social isolation are associated with what higher risk of depression, anxiety, heart disease, premature death. That all things we have discussed. I think next point, research by Johns Hopkins University found that chronic loneliness increased the risk of early mortality by up to 26%. Social well-being contributes to a better stress management by providing emotional support and practical help during the difficult times. Few people are like, they can go to a movie aram se alone, single, one man army. Few people are not. So that time it's important that we spend our time with the people who can help us reducing our stress by providing the emotional support. Next, positive social interactions that releases the oxytocin, reduces the stress and building the trust. Oxytocin is a hormone which is a bonding hormone which helps reduces the stress and promote feelings of trust and happiness when we are surrounded with the people whom we like. In workplaces, good social well-being improves team collaboration, productivity and job satisfaction as per the American Psychological Association. Technology and social media can help maintain connections, but should be balanced with face-to-face interactions to truly support social well-being. Right? Online, we can send a message to the person whom we love the most, but that feeling and the emotions which we get when we actually meet that person directly is something different, right? So that is the help of social connectivity. Communities that promote social engagement and inclusiveness experiences higher overall well-being and lower crime rates. Taking care of our social well-being means nurturing meaningful relationships here, staying connected and contributing to a supportive community. Next, how to build a social well-being. Spend, communicate, be a good listener, join a group, practice kindness, set healthy boundaries, balance online offline connections. So, beginning with the first point, spending quality of time with family and friends or the loved ones. We have to make a time regular to be with family and friends. We have to share moments, strengthen the bonds, and create happy memories with the people who love us, whom we love. It's important. See, we usually have a kind of habit we human beings, we follow one kind of habit, that is, if we want to share something, a kind of happiness, we usually share that happy moments with the person whom we love, whom we love. But if we want to share our sad sorrow moments, we share that with the person who loves us. This is a normal human tendency. So it's important that in our life we should have someone who loves us and someone whom we love. And if you are lucky and more lucky, then instead of having these two people, you will have only one person whom you love and who loves you, the same person. That is important that you share your time with that kind of people. And for the young generation, I want to tell you one thing. See, there is no one who can love us more than our mother. A kind of person, a god, actually a real god, who can do anything and everything for us, and sacrifices everything for the well-being of us and success of our life, and see our success as her own success and our failure as her own failure. So it's important that you spend your time with your mother, because she's not jealous of you. She's not going to betray you. She's not going to spread rumors about you. Whatever you spend your time, whatever you share with her, she feels proud of you, she feels happy, and she wants some time of you. That may be a day, a time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, which instead of we spend on the people whom we love, why can't we spend on someone who loves us beyond anything and everything in this world, right? So spend that quality of time with the people, especially your parents, your brothers, sisters, your siblings, and the person who loves you. And again, I am telling you, spend your time with the person who loves you, rather than spending your time going behind of a person whom you love, because the person behind whom you are going is just an illusion, but the person who is actually loving you will do anything to keep you happy. That is reality. Next, communicate openly and honestly. Share your thoughts and feelings with the people you trust. Honest communications builds the understanding and trust. Be a good listener. Pay attention and show genuine interest when others talk. Listening helps deepen the relationship. It's important to listen to other people. Interaction is good, but when one person is speaking with the other person, don't interfere in that. Interaction is good, interference is bad. Okay, practice a kind, I think, join groups or community activities. Gets involved in some clubs, classes, volunteer work, or social groups which matches your interest, that could help you meet new people and feel connected. Practice kindness and empathy. Small acts of kindness and trying to understand others' feelings can make a relationship stronger and more meaningful. Set healthy boundaries. Respect your own needs and limits. Your own needs and limits. Don't allow everyone to enter into your boundaries. See, you should have, in our communication, we say space, personal space, social space, public space, a kind of space. You should, professional space, everything. We should know what the space the person possesses in our life, and we should tell that person directly, this is the place I have given to you. Do not cross that boundary. And you should also maintain that limit with the person. You cannot go and create emotions inside the person first, later say that no. It usually happens, no. Some usually for boys, girls says that When a boy go and proposes a girl, later girl says that I have not seen you like that, dear. You were always my best friend. Will always remain as my best friend karke. Okay, that kind of things should not happen. That is why it's important to know the limits and communicate those things properly, kindly, in a proper way, in a right way. Whenever you get a chance, you just directly communicate it. This is the boundaries, and having a healthy boundaries can protect the emotional energy. See, nobody want to cross the boundaries if you are setting those boundaries around you. Okay, I usually say directly, I don't have a friends. This is my personal explanation. I am telling you as an example here. I usually say I don't have friends because I don't trust people. The reason is that anybody can be jealous of anyone because we are human beings. If we are human beings, if we are growing, it's good. But if someone is growing, if my friend is growing, it looks good. But if the person, that friend is crossing me, and the person is finding getting success more than what I am success I have found, the success which I have found, then I may start feeling jealousy, right? Then where is the friendship? Then where is the friendship? The friendship actually lies where there is no jealousy. Someone, when you start feeling kind towards, that is why I said mother is a best friend, and I am is myself is a best friend for my me, right? So it's important that we should be best friend for ourselves. We should treat our parents as a best friend for ourselves. Later we can accept others as our friends. And chances, see, there was a time up to a age of 21, our friends, our classmates, our school friends, all those people are no genuine friends actually, because they don't feel jealous, they are not competitive. If they are actually jealousy about us, no, they actually don't become our friends. That is innocent friendship. After that, when we get into a kind of job, competition, work pressure, everything, promotions, high kind of things, we actually start finding competitiveness around us, competition. So it's important that we understand all these things, our emotions, and we set the boundaries, and we tell the people directly, kindly, in a kind manner, what actually they are for us. And we have to balance online and offline connections. Maximum we should avoid having a connection online. It's not necessary that you always pick the calls of everyone. No, it is not necessary. It is not necessary that you always respond to everyone in a WhatsApp or in a mobile messages, normal messages, Facebook or Instagram or anywhere. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to keep expecting that someone will click on the like button on your Instagram post or something like that. Not necessary. You have to accept that whatever the situation is, that is fine for me. We have to start using the social media wisely and prioritize face to face interactions for the deeper connection with the people, especially with the person whom you love. If you're not meeting the person directly, if you never had a conversation with the person directly, if you're not spending your time over a coffee, if you're not going for a long walks together or something, then how can you build a connection with each other? Having an online WhatsApp conversation, building a kind of emotions there, and later fighting there, breaking up there, everything is happening only online. There is no offline connections, there is no face-to-face interactions, then there is no chances of having a long-term relationship. So remember that building a social well-being is continuous journey. The effort which we put in our relationships brings lasting joy and support. So now next slide is how all four areas of health are connected. Our health is like a four-legged stool. Each leg supports the other. Physical, mental, emotional, and social well being are all deeply connected and affect one another every day. When our physical health is strong, through good nutrition, exercise, and rest, it supports our brain and body to function well. This helps improve our mental health by reducing stress and boosting focus. At the same time, good mental health helps manage thoughts, feelings better. It supports emotional well being. When we understand and regulate our emotions, we feel calmer and more balanced. Our emotional health affects how we interact with others. When we are emotionally balanced, it becomes easier to build positive relationships, enhance social well being. On the flip side, strong social connections provide support, reduce feelings of loneliness, and improve our mood, positively impacting our mental and emotional health. If one area is neglected, like poor physical health or social isolation, it can create a stress and imbalances in the others. For example, let's say chronic illness can lead to anxiety or depression, while loneliness can impact our immune system, right? That's why caring for all the four areas, that is physical, mental, emotional, and social, creates a strong, healthy foundation for a happy and productive life. Remember that our well being is a whole. When all parts work together, we thrive. So, daily practices for the holistic wellness. First, what is this holistic wellness means? It means that caring for our physical, mental, emotional, and social health every day. Here are some simple daily practices to help us stay balanced and healthy, such as moving your body. Even 20 to 30 minutes of walking, stretching, or exercise boost our physical health and mood, right? So, practicing mindfulness or meditation, spending a few minutes focusing on breath or being present to calm our mind and reduces the stress. Expressing the feelings, talking, writing, or sharing the emotions to keep emotional health strong, right? Next, connecting with others, reaching out to the family, friends, or community. Meaningful social interaction lifts our spirits. Eating nutritious food, balanced meals fuel our body and brain for a better energy and focus. Getting a quality of sleep, prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of rest. Even sleeping at 9 to 10 hours is good to rest, to regenerate our body and mind. Limiting the negativity, avoiding the toxic news, negative thoughts, and too much screen time to protect the peace. Protecting the peace must be our ultimate objective in our lifetime. Next, practice gratitude. Take a moment daily to appreciate the good things in the life. It boosts overall happiness. Actually, I have a habit every day when I am going across, if I see a temple or something, I say only one thing: thank you for the life. Thank you for everything what I have. Anything. In a church, a temple, or a masjid, mandir, whatever I see, I tell God thank you for everything. That is a kind of uh, gratitude kind of mentality behavior we have to practice That means that I am happy and satisfied with what God has given to me. Next, when to seek help. Knowing when to seek help is very important part of taking care of our overall well-being. That may be physical, mental, emotional, or social. Sometimes we try to handle challenges on our own, but it's okay to ask for support when things feel overwhelming or out of control. Like for kind of some of the times when we can seek help can be like persistent feeling of sadness or anxiety. See, usually during some examination, before the examination or after the examination, having a kind of anxiety, or during some handling some projects or something type assignments or some time, we face this sadness or anxiety kind of thing. That is normal. But if we are having that continuously for which have a kind of fear which lasts for weeks and which is going to affect our daily lives, it's a good idea to talk to a professional. Feeling sadness always is not right. We have to accept that if I am feeling sad for a long time, feeling sad for 1 or 2 days, and if I am going to watch a movie along with my friend, I come out and I feel fine, better, that is a fine, that is normal. But we have to understand when it crosses some kind of time, weeks together, months together, I'm feeling sad or anxiety, it's better to go and speak with a professional. Professional means someone who is certified. Okay, don't go to someone who is just taking a money and not giving you a solution, just listening to you. That is not actually the professional help. Go to a doctor, go to a government hospital doctor. They charge less and they give you a right solution. Next, difficulty managing the emotions. When we get anger, irritability, or mood swings become frequent or intense, seeking help can provide strategies to cope. Changes in sleep or appetite. If you find significant changes in how you sleep or eat, might signal that your mind or body needs an attention. It's better you go and approach a doctor. Withdrawal from friends and family, avoiding social interactions or feelings isolated, kind of isolation feelings can impact our mental and social well-being. Struggling with daily tasks. If we find it hard to focus, complete the work, or take care of ourselves, it's time to get support. Physical symptoms without clear cause. Sometimes stress or emotional distress shows up as headaches, stomach issues, or fatigue. Experiencing trauma or crisis. See, first we need to understand the word trauma here. Trauma is something when we face something challenging for the first time that will stored in our mind, knowingly or unknowingly. Each of us, see, I tell you, there is no human being who has not faced any challenges in their life. There is no human being who doesn't possess of traumas. Each and every one of us will be having a kind of trauma. Okay, that is the trauma or crisis. When we experience, how we handle it, ultimately that is most important. We cannot avoid that. After difficult life events like loss of someone in our life or loss of something in our life, when we fail, just imagine you have prepared for some competitive examination for a long time, 6 months of or 1 year continuously, and later when you have written and you got the result of that examination, you failed. That's a loss. Or someone whom I am very deeply attached with and I have lost that person in my life, and that is a kind of trauma in my life, right? So what happens here, the some life will give us some kind of difficulties, challenges. We face losses, abuses, or accidents. Professionals can help us, guide us in healing those things. if you cannot manage it, remember that seeking help, asking for support is a strength and self care, not weakness. Reach out to trusted friends, family, counselors, or healthcare providers. Like I already said, go to government hospitals. And the thing about the counselor is that they don't share your personal emotions, feelings, thoughts with anybody else. That is confidential. You don't have to face challenges alone. Understand that. Next, final takeaway. True health is a balance of your body, mind, heart, and relationship. It's not about perfection but progression. Start small, start today. Every little step you take towards caring for your physical, mental, emotional, social well being builds a stronger, happier you. Remember, your health is your greatest wealth. Nurture it with kindness and patience. These are the references based on which I have made this video. World Health Organization, National Mental Health Survey of India, Harvard Medical School, American Psychological Association, and Mayo Clinic. Thank you for watching and investing your time in learning about this holistic health. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Taj Edu Edge for more videos on wellness tips and educational content. Feel free to leave your questions or thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Remember, your health journey starts with a single step. Take that step today only. Stay healthy, stay kind, stay connected. Subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends, family members so that they can understand these 4 pillars of health and well-being. Thank you so much. All the best for your well